What's up, guys? This is Baltimore Dude as usual, and after about, 4 or 5 hours with Division Beta, I thought I would give you my first impressions finally. I've actually made this video. This will be the 5th time. A few times were technical errors, and the other times were change of opinion. So, I finally really feel like I've got enough of a handle on the beta version of the game to offer up an opinion. Now let me preface this video with a couple of things. The footage you're watching is fair use footage put out by the devs for things like this. Reviews. I don't have my own footage up yet because, quite frankly, I barely fucking know what the hell I'm doing right now, so, I will have plenty of footage of me to come, but I grabbed this fair use footage for the sake of this first impressions video. Now let me start out by saying, in the end, I think the Division is going to be a monster success. I think they're going to sell tons of copies. I think some people will lay down other games to devote all their gaming time to the Division. I think they're going to do some unique things that have not been done yet. I also think they ripped a lot of pages out of Destiny's book, but they did rewrite them pages. Now, for those of you that are in between content and Destiny, and you're just absolute Destiny freaks, done everything in the game, got everything in the game like we do, and you hope this would scratch that itch for you while you're waiting for new content, no. Because, let me be very clear, the similarities in this and Destiny really ends at Shooter Looter. They begin and end there. Other than that, they're two very different games. Now, for me personally, and I have a feeling, a strong feeling, that this is more of a personal thing than a game thing. But I'm kind of struggling with the combat engine right now. I'm not loving it. That could very well be because I've been playing first-person shooters for so long, and going back to a third-person, over-the-shoulder shooter is kind of feeling uncomfortable. I have figured out that you can put zoom scopes on auto rifles. That's helped a bit. And getting a sniper I picked up, I don't know where. That's helped some, but I'm not overwhelmed with the combat engine so far. The graphics, I feel like with the hardware they had to work with, the graphics should look a lot better. They probably will in the final product, but keep in mind we're talking about beta. I'm not a big fan of betas. They're so limiting, and if you end up liking the game, they just leave you watching the clock and feeling like eternity until the game actually releases. And this one made the beta especially small and left out a ton of features. I don't want to spoil anything, so I won't tell you anything about what's left out, but let's just say building your base of operations is kind of the heart and soul of what you do here, and there's not much you can do to build it in beta. And in the very first cinema, they make it very clear that the best loot exists within the Dark Zone. Now here's my big issue with the game. The way you attain what in this game would be equivalent to an exotic weapon in Destiny, it's bad. I mean, it's flat out bad at this point. I really hope the finished product has some different features. I hope in the finished product, there's vehicles all over the street. I hope we can drive them at some point. At the very least, if they really take that away from us, which would absolutely suck, but if they take that away from us, I hope they add some more fast travel function, because running from one side of New York to the other non-stop is not a great time. The game overall, I've been having a blast with, but here's my issue with the Dark Zone. You go in there, that's where the best loot exists. but the way they built it absolutely begs and pleads for GTA style trolls to come troll the living fuck out of people that are just there to play the game, have a good time, try to find some good loot. Now let's say you really find that special piece of loot, that Division Galahorn, if you will, and you have to protect yourself while you're running around with it, because if somebody shoots you, they can take it from you easily. And for some reason, everything you get in the Dark Zone is corrupted, it's possessed by the devil, I don't fucking know. You have to summon a helicopter, which takes like a minute and a half to get there. It extracts the gear out and I guess takes it to the chapel, and the priest blesses it with holy water. They roll it around on Jesus's butt, and then you go back to home base and pick it up, and it's usable. The big problem is that minute and a half you have to wait around, like these guys are right now, waiting around for the helicopter to get there. When this game reaches its final stage and the floodgates are open, you're gonna have all those trolls posted up on buildings with snipers, not there to get the loot, but there just to ruin your good time and to keep shooting you down while you're trying to extract your gear out of there. Now, I have not gone into the Dark Zone with my crew. When I go with some Destined Knights, they may find a very different story than Baltimore dude coming in there alone, because when I got 3, 4, or however many they allow you knights posted up with me around that helipad, they're gonna find a hella hard time getting that loot from us. But it makes it damn near impossible to go into the Dark Zone alone unless you just try to pick up random dudes for your team and just hope it works out for you. Like, they left so many gaping holes in the way high-end loot works in the Dark Zone. They're making it look very easy right here, but trust me, and if you played it, you know, unless you're like a high-end streamer that has 500,000 followers that are vying to follow you around and protect your gear and get it extracted out of there. If you're the average Joe, not the angry Joe, the average Joe, shout out Joe, your video was great on this. If you're the average Joe just going in there, you're going to have a hell of a hard time getting great loot, holding on to great loot, and getting said loot out of there without it being stolen from you. So I really hope in the finished product, something else exists in the Dark Zone for getting loot out of there. Because it really sucks to run around for however long, win however many gunfights, just to have some trolls that don't even really want the stuff. They just want to get some giggles off of fucking with you. To have those trolls come in a horde and just take your shit that you've been fighting for a couple hours to collect up, or whatever you've been doing. I don't know. We'll see in the final product. Like I said, I rarely offer up an opinion on a beta because it's so limiting, and this one is especially limiting. But like I said, at the end of the day, I think it's going to be a great new game. Having said that, the minute new content drops for Destiny, and I'm talking about substantial content, I'm talking about DLC, a new raid, some really good new shit, not a little special event. For those of us that are Destiny loyals, the minute some substantial new content drops, I can tell you, we're all headed straight back to Destiny. I am, and most of the loyals will be headed straight back to Destiny, and that will be number 1 again, and Division will be side bitch again. And ain't nothing wrong with side bitch. Side bitch can be a great time. And let me just tell you, when there's new Destiny content, and I am primarily streaming and creating Destiny videos, I will still be working with the side bitch and playing my side bitch and streaming my side bitch and making YouTube content for my side bitch, because I'm kind of fond of my side bitch. I've been having a lot of fun with it. So I think the game is going to be a massive success. It is not Destiny. It's no threat to Destiny. So you dumbass motherfuckers in the forum, Division's gonna kill Destiny. My god, that's the end. It's the end of Destiny. Fucking, we heard that with Fallout. We heard it with Black Ops. We've heard it with so many different... Halo 5. We've heard it with so many different games. No, it's not gonna fucking kill Destiny. Destiny is a different game. What is hurting Destiny right now is their lack of transparency and their lack of strong new content. And they will get it together. The content is coming, and they will get some fresh shit in our hands, some great new exotics to go after, some new raid, and they will get the shit here. And Division will thrive, and Destiny will thrive. They're very different games, and it's okay to like more than one game, in case you guys didn't know, because a lot of you toxic little motherfuckers in the Destiny forum seem to think that you can only like one game. But I'm gonna tell you a little secret. I talked to Santa Claus, and he even said you're allowed to have more than one video game on your Christmas list. He told me that. I'm not fucking around, dude. I text him, and he was so fucking legit serious about it. He didn't even text me back. He called me up, and he was like, Ball, listen, tell these dumb shits it's okay to like more than one game. So, that's all good. So, that's my first impressions of The Division. There's a lot of things I'm not feeling right now, but I just really have a hunch that it's going to be super popular. It's already fun. I'm looking forward to actually being able to do shit, because there's not much shit you can do right now, and I'm looking forward to going in there with my squad in the Dark Zone and owning some rogue motherfuckers. And I think the game's gonna do great. I know there's new content on the way for Destiny, so those of us that main Destiny and are looking to get very involved in The Division as well, we got a lot of content coming our way, guys, and there will be a lot to do for those of us that stream both of these games, create content for both of them, for the Destinites that are primarily based in Destiny but have a lot of ideas for what we're going to do with The Division. And we have a specific weekly idea of something we want to do in the Dark Zone. Once a week, we want to go in there and have a certain kind of event that we're kind of kicking ideas around about and designing. That's all I'm going to tell you about right now. There'll be more to come. You'll find out as it unfolds, but it's going to be a great time for the crew, and I think viewers will have a great time with what we're working on as well. So that's my first thoughts on The Division, and my god, it feels like eternity until the full game releases. So fucking come on, Bungie, Ubisoft, somebody send me some shit to play, cause man, fuck you. So anyway, I'm Baltimore Dude. Thanks for watching, and I don't know where I'm gonna see you next time. Destiny, Division, fucking Pac-Man, who knows, but I'll be seeing you real soon. Thanks for watching.